Okay, first of all, I would like to welcome you once again to this fellowship tagged Community Health Champions Fellowship, March Cohort 2024. This is our second orientation, which we are going to be having. And the essence of this orientation is to make you understand what this fellowship is all about. And for you to have, for those that needed some clarity about the fellowship, to be given an opportunity to ask one or two questions about this fellowship and how to make the best use of this fellowship as much as possible. I want to believe you can all see my screen. If you can, just say yes in the chat, please. Just one or two persons can suffice. Can you see my screen? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, yes, we can. Thank you, Nguka. Please, I beg your pardon in case I don't call your names correctly, but I'll try as much as possible to do that, okay? So, Zachary Siaka Oshoku is my name. I'm a public health consultant. My background is vast. I have background, business administration background. I've been privileged to work both in the nonprofit sector and the private sector for decades. So, and some of my works have been, used as a case study by WHO in 2023, So, well, that's just a brief about me. I don't want to say much. I'm married with some lovely kids. Yes, I'm proud to say that. Okay. This fellowship, I want us to, it goes this way. So these are our outline. First of all, we're going to have a welcome message, which presumably I've done, an overview of the fellowship. We'll talk about the Community Health Champions Fellowship. I'll also talk about what the objectives of this fellowship are. And of course, we will not stop without stating what the ground rules are for this fellowship. And we'll also discuss some of the benefits, as a fellow, who has been successful at the end of the day. Then we introduce the public health principles, strategic community engagement, and project management. So first of all, like we did say, for those of us that were opportune to attend the first, orientation that was not properly done due to some hastiness and all and what have you. Community Health Champions Fellowship is a fellowship that is anchored on a tripod of public health principles, strategic community engagement, and project management. The essence of this fellowship is to give you an understanding of what are the various public health principles that you need to understand as a community health champion, and to introduce you to strategic community engagement, how you should build trust in the community, how to engage the community members meaningfully, how to engage the key opinion leaders, in your various community for you to get one or two initiatives done. And we're also going to introduce you to some of the basics of project management. Each of these is a very complicated discipline on its own, but we will do as much as possible to marry all of these under this fellowship. We'll try as much as possible to marry all of these under this fellowship within the time period that we have. We've lost quite some time, so we're going to move very quickly at the speed of light. So if at all you cannot remember anything, one thing you shouldn't forget, you should understand that Community Health Champions Fellowship is anchored on a tripod of public health principle, that's what, strategic community engagement, and project management. Please, I want you to note that it's anchored on a tripod of public health principles, strategic community engagement, and project management. So how about this fellowship? What is this fellowship all about? You can see this fellowship It has a duration of 4 weeks, okay? And it's going to be done all throughout the month of March, which we are currently in at the moment. And the venue for this fellowship is a virtual fellowship. We don't expect to have any on-site meeting, at least not for this particular fellowship. But in the future, we would invite some of you to an on-site event, in Nigeria or possibly in Kenya or any other African country that we consider necessary. Okay, so for the purpose of this fellowship, this is a virtual fellowship, and our platform for communication is the Zoom platform. The interest, what's the interest of this fellowship? This fellowship is based on community health. Those who are passionate about community health, those who want to make impact in their community, those who want to impact the health of the people in their community, cause change. This is for change makers in community health. And that's why we call it community health champions. Okay. Then, like you all filled a form during your application, there's going to be a capstone project. This capstone project can be done individually or in groups for those that are very close together or in the same community. Okay. This capstone project is expected for you to have a project in your community at the end of this fellowship. Okay, just a project. The project can just be on anything, just find one of the pressing health conditions in your community and see how you can make impact, as a community health champion. So it's a very small capstone project. It doesn't require much resources, and you are going to mobilize the resources you need, both human and financial resources that may be required. I'm sure some people will be scared when they hear financial resources. Quite a number of projects, you don't even need much financial resources to get it done or to get it executed. What you need is the plan. Once you have the plan, you mobilize how you can sort out your resources, you mobilize your resources to get it done, okay? So it is expected that each and every fellow should have a capstone project at the end of this. All right. Somebody's using this to draw something on this slide. It's okay. So, and the price for this fellowship, ideally this fellowship is meant to be, is high, it's expensive, but you are getting it for free. So you're not paying a dime for this fellowship. It's an opportunity for you to key in to get the best of this fellowship, because for some of you, this fellowship is going to open a lot of doors of opportunities for you, as certificates could be given to interested personality at the end of the program for a nominal fee. So for successful fellows, certificates are going to be given, and these certificates will be given based on a nominal fee, which is going to be communicated. The nominal fee here is just something for a burger. It's not something quite exorbitant. It's something very small, just to just something very small, okay? And it's not compulsory. You can choose to have this fellowship and decide to say, I don't want to have the certificate, all the same. But if you want it, then you pay the nominal fee, which is going to be communicated. All right, thank you. So the objectives of this fellowship. The first objective is we want to equip you guys with essential public health principles. You need to understand what are these public health principles, or should you just see yourself as a clinician who is very much particularly interested in an individual, or you want to understand the public health perspective of health issues. So we're going to equip you, empower you with the essential public health principles. Secondly, we're going to enhance your strategic community engagement skills. Okay, for you to excel as a community health champion fellow, you need to have a strategic community engagement skills, which you're going to be empowered with that at the end of this fellowship. Thirdly, we'll develop your project management abilities for community health initiatives. What are the essentials that are required for you to execute any project in your community? You are going to be told that, so it's something that I encourage you guys to always pay attention, to turn up as much as possible, And if there is any assignment given to you at the end of this fellowship, try as much as possible to submit your assignment on time. Now, our ground rules. Our ground rules here, first is respect. You treat fellow participants, your mentor, faculty members with a high sense of professionalism. We're all professionals here. Some are medical doctors, some are nurses, pharmacists, some are pharmacy technicians, some are, in the field of academia, some are in the non-profit sector, some are in the public sector, some are pretty much young, some are, a little bit above others in terms of age, some are more experienced than others, and be rest assured, the community or this group of fellowship is robust, considering the kind of people we have. So it's an opportunity for you it's expected you treat every participant with utmost sense of professionalism, no name calling, everything has to be based on professionalism. Participation, it is expected from each and every one of you to actively engage in all sessions and group activities to maximize the learning opportunities which you'll be exposed to. Confidentiality, whatever that's done during this fellowship should be maintained as confidential. Discussions should be maintained as confidential. Our materials, if at all you have any slides, presentation, it should be for your own personal consumption exclusively, okay? Timeliness, it is expected we attend all sessions punctually and submit assignments within specified deadlines. Collaboration, this fellowship is going to foster a collaborative and supportive environment, encouraging teamwork and knowledge sharing. Like I said, people are of vast background, and it's expected we learn from each other throughout this fellowship. No one knows it all, okay? So still on the ground rule. Okay, open-mindedness. We are expected to be open-minded. You need to have a diverse perspective. If you must give criticism, it has to be constructive, okay? The essence of having a diverse perspective, don't feel what you know is the best, okay? You need to be open-minded in terms of your perspective so that you can, in order for you to appreciate other people's perspective or how other people view their opinions, and how other people, you need to understand what their cultural backgrounds are. You need to see how you can be open-minded to accept and respect their cultural or religious differences. So it is expected that each and every fellow should be open-minded, okay, throughout this fellowship and beyond. Communication, communicate openly and transparently with all fellows. You need to have a high level of integrity. You need to uphold academic and ethical standard, avoiding plagiarism and dishonest behavior. If you are given any assignment, you need to ensure you do a thorough work, and you need to have some high level of commitment in terms of your work to ensuring that the work is not plagiarized. You don't just copy somebody else's work elsewhere and bring as part of your work. You need to do your homework very well to add value to whatever you are doing. Feedback, we welcome feedback. At the end of the day, at the end of this fellowship, we are going to issue out to you forms for you to fill, to give us constructive feedback, for us to improve, in subsequent fellowship. Compliance, adhere strictly to fellowship guidelines and rules as outlined. All the ground rules are expected to be adhered to, okay? Now, the benefits of community health champions, okay? As a fellow, one of the benefits, you are going to get value. And the value of this fellowship, like I have rightly pointed, is worth 150,000 naira, an equivalent of $100. But guess what? You are getting it for free. Yeah, please. I think we deserve a thumbs up in the chats, please. Putting up this stuff of this value and you're getting it for free, I think it deserves some level of applause from you. Put it out in the comments. Yes, we'll be glad to accept it. Okay. Yeah, Gideon Innocent. Yeah, that's a lovely thumbs up. All right. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes. So, thank you. Amazing. So, this is the value you are going to get. This is something of value which we are bringing to you at no cost. It's a lot of hard work is being put here. A lot of professionals. A lot of professionals you are going to benefit from one or two professionals which we are going to bring. Some of them from Nigeria, some from US. Across the globe. They are going to engage for you to learn from their experience and all of that. And believe me, bringing all this, please be on mute, please. Mute everyone. Okay. So this is something of value which you are bringing to you. It requires a lot of resources, getting all these resource persons together to come and speak to you. It requires a lot of resources, putting all of this together. It's a lot. It's a whole lot, and it's something which you're getting for free. And that's why I'm not too particularly happy. Out of the over 200 persons that we sent out letters to, and we had about 155 on the platform. And out of that number, I can see only 41 here. It's not encouraging. Please, I want you to maximize this opportunity as much as you can. Sometimes people don't take things for free, seriously. It's very unfortunate, okay? So that's by the way anyway. So one of the benefits of being a community health champions fellow is the skills that we're going to pass across to you. We're going to expose you to some skills in public health, community engagement, and project management. That's not all. Like I said, this is the basics for the Community Health Champions Fellowship, which is anchored on a tripod of public health principles, strategic community engagement, project management. We can as well expose you to some things to increase your visibility or how you can maximize the best use of opportunities as a community health champion. So, but these are the three main things we are going to be focusing on, okay? Another opportunity is networking. Please, you are here. Some of you are from different African countries. Some of you are from Nigeria, Kenya, Botswana, the Gambia, Sierra Leone, Zambia, Namibia, Ethiopia, and so many others. So you have quite a number of vast professionals across the African continent that you can interact and network with. Okay, you can network with. So it is expected that you try to build this collaboration. You understand each other. You begin to follow each other on social media to see how you can ignite some sense of collaboration. Something can bring me to Ethiopia, something can bring me to Zimbabwe, and I'll say, oh, I have a friend called Mr. AYZ, in Kenya that I need to reach out to. I have a project which I want to do in Kenya. I'll need some partners who are locals, that community. You never can tell. So it's an opportunity for you to network with your peers and also experts that we are going to be exposing you to, in the course of this fellowship. Whichever one we bring, try as much as possible to have this an extension of followership. You follow the person, you try to communicate, understand who the person is, follow him as much as possible on social media. Anytime you are trying to make reference to the person, oh, you were the resource person during this so and so fellowship. It makes a lot of sense. You get a lot of attention by just doing that. So it's an opportunity for networking with your peers and experts. And also, in the course of this fellowship, for those who are successful at the end of the day, those who must have gone through these sessions and those who must have been able to get our certificates, there's going to be a Community Health Champions Fellow alumni. These Community Health Champions Fellow alumni It's an alumni that is going to be based on all the community of champions fellows that we're going to be having, both now and in the future. And there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of activities, a lot of knowledge sharing, a lot of engagements. So you are going to be part of this community health champions fellow alumni, okay? If you are successful to the end of this fellowship. Another benefit is, of course, professional development. You're going to get some level of the professional development in public health. You need to understand what these principles are, strategic community engagement, and you need to understand some of the cores of project management, and you be exposed to a bit of mentorship throughout this fellowship, for those who are in need of one or two guidance, maybe how to kickstart their career, or they have one or two challenges. They needed somebody to confide in and, get professional counsel. Be free to reach out to us. We'll be as much glad as possible to respond to your various needs. Yes, we are capable. One of the one of the immense benefits that you stand to get as a community health champions fellow is visibility. Everyone loves visibility. Everyone wants his work to be visible. Yes, visibility is key. I'm a beneficiary of visibility, if not for the visibility which we have created for ourselves through the various platforms that we have. I'm sure wouldn't have been where we are at the moment, and WHO wouldn't have noticed one of my works, for them to use as a case study. So whatever you do, it's important. You need visibility. And as a community of champions fellow, we are going to help you with gain visibility by promoting some of your works in our handles. Not just on our handles, we're going to promote your works, some of your works on our website. Not just on our website, we are going to have, a collage of the successful, community health champions fellow at the end of the day. And we can have them on one or two major blogs or one or two major media houses. You can imagine your name, maybe for example, Zachary Siaka Oshoku is my name, Community Health Champions Fellow, Nigeria. We have the list of successful ones, okay? The ones that are going to be in our database, and we are going to, with your pictures, with your name, it's going to be on our website. Not just on our website, we're going to have them on our social media platforms, and we are going to contract some notable bloggers to also post it on their various platforms. So if you give it this sense of visibility, tomorrow, if you're making reference to say you were once a community of champions fellow, apart from the knowledge which you have gained, there's a need for somebody to see you were actually a fellow from so time. You can copy that link and put it in whatever application you are making. Hope that makes sense a lot. I do that a lot, so I know what it means. I know the opportunities that can unlock for you if only you utilize it. Finally, on the benefits, there's going to be a certificate, which I've mentioned. The certificate will come at a nominal fee. Yes, there's going to be a little charge for the certificate. But like I said, it's not compulsory. If you wish not to have it, good for you. But if you wish to have it, good for you as well. But you are highly encouraged for you to ensure you go through this rigorous process and for you to ensure you do everything possible to earn this certificate. Because the certificate is important. It's important. It is when you earn this certificate that can give you this opportunity for you to gain visibility, for you to be part of the collage, which is going to be created, to be posted on our social media platforms. And it is that certificate that can give you the opportunity for you to appear on the collage, which is going to be posted on our website. It is this certificate that can unlock this opportunity to say, yeah, this person has successfully graduated from this fellowship and should be in the community health champions fellow alumni. Okay, so it's important, but if you feel you don't need it, all the same. All right. So, of course, like I said, we'll talk about public health principles. So under public health principles, these are some of the things we'll discuss. We'll introduce it to public health. You need to understand what are the rudiments of public health. What is public health? You need to understand it. It's important you understand what public health is, as a community health champions fellow. And we'll also discuss with you the importance, in community health initiatives. What are the importance of community health initiatives? You'll be exposed to that, and we expose you to some core public health principles. There are so many, but the major ones you'll be exposed to the major ones. Okay, that is under public health principle. The next is, of course, is strategic community engagement. Strategic community engagement, similarly, you'll be exposed to the meaning of strategic community engagement and its importance, and we expose you to some of the strategies for effective community engagement, because you need to have the right strategies for you to have an effective community engagement. You don't just engage the community without an excellent strategy, else you fail. So by understanding these strategies, you should be able to it will help you to build trust and collaboration easily with community members for them to believe in the initiative which you are bringing to the table. And why should they believe in you? So you need to earn their trust as much as possible. And how should you earn their trust if you don't have good strategies? So we are going to expose you to how you go about doing all of this in simpler terms as quickly as possible. We hate being detailed. We like going straight to the point to just give you some tips, that can help you ignite your career in this area. And finally, we'll introduce you to an expert, we'll get a resource person who is an expert, in project management professional, somebody who is certified to talk to us on introduction to project management. Like I said, project management is quite very robust. We're not going to exhaust it, so we're just going to talk about the basics. Introduction to project management. We'll discuss some of the key components, for instance, planning, execution, monitoring, and possibly how you're going to, gather resources, both human, financial, and otherwise. Okay, and we've introduced some of the tools and techniques for project management that you can use. Okay, and this brings us to the end of this orientation. Thank you. So please, if you have any question, be free to put up your hands, and so that you can be given an opportunity to ask your questions. First of all, just put up your hands. I'll give opportunity to speak. Let me just go through the charts. Elfas, nice to be among such group. Kindly, I cannot hear anything. Wow, unfortunately, you cannot hear anything. Happy to join, though a bit late. Kindly let me know the amount it takes for certificate. We'll get there. It's something very small, just a burger amount, okay? So, okay.
Good evening, please.
Please, if you want to speak, let's be orderly, put up your...
Good evening, please.
Yeah, good evening.
I'm Yusuf Mukhtar by name from Benin, Kebbi State, Nigeria.
I beg your pardon. I probably gave you something to speak, but all the same anyway. Go ahead, please.
You said what, sir?
I said nobody granted an opportunity to speak. Okay.
Okay.
You have started. Go ahead, please.
I'm sorry, please. Please, about the certificate. I always value any certificate. So please, we would like to know the amount, if it's possible, so that we can prepare ourselves for the certificate and it will be of use for us in future purpose. Thank you very much. I would really appreciate your presentation. May Almighty Lord continue to grant you more wisdom and knowledge. I'm so proud to be among these great member. I greet to you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too. Okay, noted. Let me to pick those putting up their hands. Silas, you have the floor.
Yes. Hello. Good morning. Good evening, everyone. I'm Silas, Dr. Silas from Kenya. Now, you have said that this fellowship is going to take us for 4 weeks. Now, for those 4 weeks, what's the schedule for the classes? It is going to be like from Monday to Friday, we should have class once in a week. I wish you share with us the schedule on when to have classes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Silas. Okay, first of all, like, the first question he was talking about how much is the certificate. Trust me, it's something very small, but however, we'll communicate to you as quickly as possible, all right? In the course of this fellowship, you'll get to know how much the certificate is. Then Dr. Silas was asking of the schedule. The reason why we've not been able to have this schedule, because some of the resource persons that we've reached out to, we have this kind of, some kind of mix-up in terms of scheduling. Okay, so we're trying everything possible to ensure we have a very suitable time that that can work out for all of us. Okay, but however, there's going to be the next session which we are going to be having is going to be next tomorrow, which is on Wednesday, and it's going to be communicated right to you ahead of time so that you can plan. Okay, hope that answers the question. Usman Sani, please go ahead. Usman Sani, please unmute yourself and ask your question. You are muted. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful presentation.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Go on, please.
And so for the opportunity. Yes, and the opportunity also given to us. Mine is just a comment, sir. I really appreciate the presentation, and I hope within the next presentation we'll join and we'll benefit from it a lot. And thank you very much. I'm from Sokoto State of Nigeria. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Usman Sani, from Sokoto, Nigeria. And thank you very much, Dr. Silas from Kenya. And thank you very much, Mukhtar, who spoke earlier, without mentioning where he was, but notwithstanding. Okay, any other question, comments, just put up your hands so that we can give you an opportunity to ask questions, I think at this point in time, let me see. Please, if you have any question, just go ahead, unmute yourself and make the contribution. I can't see anybody hand up. I want to assume that we all got this, okay? Okay, Felix Thomas, please tell us your name and where you're making these contributions from, and go ahead, please. Felix Thomas, unmute yourself and speak, please. Go ahead, Felix Thomas. We can hear you.
I did not attend the meeting early. Please, can you help us with the recordings after the meeting?
We'll do that, sir.
Thank you.
We'll do that, sir. Thank you very much. Tukur Haruna, yes. Please unmute yourself, Tukur Haruna. Okay, let me help you. Tukur Haruna, please, over to you. Unfortunately, we cannot hear you. Okay. So, thank you very much for taking your time to participate in this very important orientation program. Yes, I can see two more hands. Okay, Tukur Haruna, please, can you speak now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After Tukur Haruna, Irene, be next, please.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Please go on.
Okay, hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Hello.
We can hear you. Just go on. Go on, please.
Okay. My name is Tukur Haruna from Nigeria, which is Kano State. Hello. Can
You're
you hear
welcome.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just go on, please.
Okay. One thing what I want to ask you here is that I'm just so what kind of program that we are going to share into our community, please? Because I'm not participating in last previous meeting, so I'm just joining for today. So, is there any arrangement that you support us to share the program into our community?
Thank you very much. I think I've gotten
Hello.
your question, Tukur Haruna. Let me quickly respond to this before I give Irene an opportunity to add
Okay.
comments. Mr.
Okay, sir.
Tukur Haruna, you haven't missed anything. You know, we had our first orientation. This is our second orientation to give you guys an opportunity to be part of this orientation in order for you to be kept abreast of the happening so far. So you haven't missed anything. Okay. All we need to do, you need to remain actively engaged with the platform so that once we share any updates, you should be able to see it and respond accordingly. Thank you. Irene, over to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, please go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please hold on. Please hold on.
Yes.
Let me everybody, because there's some background noise. Irene, please unmute yourself and speak again. Good.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Miss Irene.
Yes, I'm Irene Jane Anena. I'm from Uganda. Yes, I first of all like to appreciate you for taking us on for this scholarship and for giving us the opportunity. Just like the previous speaker had said, that you could share the recordings, but I would also say that you will send it along with the PowerPoint slides so that we can still go through, because like me, I had been on and off because unfortunately I was using my phone and the office people were also over disturbing me, and I was moving on and over and I missed out some things. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll do that. Irene from Uganda was asking for an opportunity. First of all, she appreciated the opportunity being given to her to be part of this fellowship. You know, thank you too. We're as excited as you are joining this fellowship, okay? And we are going to share the recordings, and some are asking for the slides, you know. Well, we'll make that available to you as much as we can as well. Thank you. So for me, I'm a man who believes in, you know, utilizing time effectively. I don't want us to be having a longer session. Even by the time we have our meeting sessions proper, I wouldn't want a situation whereby we use more than 1 hour. You know, I pray not to use more than 1 hour throughout this session, okay? Because it's not about the duration of the meeting, it's the quality and how impactful the message has been. And this has been a very short orientation. We intended using 10 minutes, you know, and as you could see, we have used about 50 minutes because we joined this meeting some minutes before the actual commencement time. So no problem, but I'm just glad that it's expected that you understood what this fellowship is all about, and if you have not been taking it serious, I urge you to take it as serious as possible. You know, just imagine investing your money on this fellowship. Okay, you have an opportunity to learn quite a lot, and it will unlock a window of opportunities to a lot of you. It's an opportunity for learning, relearning, and unlearning. And it's an opportunity for networking beyond your locality to other African countries as much as possible. It gives you an opportunity for collaboration. So please, let's maximize this fellowship to the fullest. All right. Trisha, thank you so much. I can see congratulations on this launch and best wishes to all for successful fellowship. I can't wait to hear more about your projects. Thank you very much. Trisha Kerr is joining us from Cayuga County. She's a Cayuga legislator in the US, and I'm glad she joined this fellowship as well. I actually sent an invitation for her to be part because she's been a very good partner. Okay, so thank you very much to you. And let me see if we have other comments that I can read. This fellowship is to motivate you for you to be a leader of community health initiatives where you are, okay, from the public health perspective, okay? And that's why we've taken our time to make this fellowship to be anchored on the tripod, okay? So I think at this point in time, we'll put an end to this session, okay? Thank you very much for taking out your precious time to be part of this orientation session. And in the next 2 days, which is on Wednesday, we look forward to having ×2 of this number here, to discuss on public health principles, okay? Do avail yourselves the opportunity to be part of this fellowship. Please, I beg you. Thank you once again. My name is Zachary Isiaka Oshegu, lead instructor, Digital Innovation School of Health. Bye. Sorry, please, one more thing before you go on, please. Let me plead with you. Can we put on our camera and just have a screenshot, okay? Keziah, I hope you are excited to get that done for us. Keziah, can we have a screenshot, please?
Yes, sir. Please, I'm on it.
Yes, if you can see your faces if you want to, but if you don't want us, no problem.
Hello, I greeted you all.
Yes. We're going to make it. Keziah, are you ready? Once you are ready, just let me know so that I can give you a count of 3 and you get that done.
All right. Please, let's all turn on our cameras if you're comfortable with having it on so that I can take a screenshot. Yeah.
Are you set, Keziah?
Thank you. Yes, I am.
Okay, I want you to do it after the count of 3. Please put up your smiling face. We want to see your faces now. Please smile. Are you not excited? Okay, after the count of 3, Keziah, just give us.
Some of us are fasting, so the fasting is holding us back.
It's understood.
Sorry.
All right, after the count of 3, Keziah, give us the shots. 1, 2, 3.
Please. Thank you. Keep smiling.
Have you gotten that?
Yes,
yes,
sorry, one last time. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Keziah.
I've taken it. Thank you.
Sorry, this is the first page. Let's go to the second page so that some people will not say it didn't appear. This is the second page. Give us a screenshot of this second page as well.
Yes, I've done that already.
Thank you very much for your time. Have a lovely day ahead. Goodbye.